What is good, YouTube? WarStew here with another video on the Marvel Avengers video game, aka the Avengers Project, which was the original title of the video game years ago when Square Enix first announced the game, and that game is so much better. It sounds better. Why? Because Marvel Avengers, people confuse it with you talking about the next Avengers Project movie. They confuse it with people talking about Avengers 5 because Marvel Avengers sounds like the Avengers franchise. It doesn't sound like a video game. Please make it called Avengers Project again. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away something pretty darn cool. So we've got some major potential leaks for the plot of the story, the ending, the main narrative, who the villain is, and how everything's going to play out, and even got some stories and some information about the trophies, etc. So it sounds pretty cool. So careful for spoilers. I don't want to ruin your life, but the title of the video you would have clicked in. So please like the video, guys. The thumbnail took me absolutely ages to make. And I will leave the art, it's all down below. Leave the art station because it is some pretty cool fire artwork for the Marvel Avengers game. Sadly, Thor and Captain America look better in the thumbnail than they do in the video game. So let's get into this. So courtesy of 4chan, I know what you're going to say. Careful for spoilers. This might be fake. This might be real. Guys, the amount of stuff that's leaked on 4chan that turned out to be true, do I have to keep going through it? Infinity War, EndGame, Game of Thrones Season 7, Terminator Dark Fate, Star Trek Picard, and so on. So let's get into it. So it's been posted anonymously, okay, which is always the case. So let's get into this post. So the post is actually from the Into the Bounding comics. So I'm going to read what they say. The game concludes with reuniting the heroes, offering Miss Kamala Khan, better known as Miss Marvel, who is coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She's getting her own TV show on Disney+, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm actually quite looking forward to that because she's a pretty cool member of the Inhumans. She was also a prominent part of the game on the Switch, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. So, a position on the team, Kamala declines, opting instead to stay in San Francisco as the Avengers proceed to begin construction of the Avengers Tower in NYC. So it is sounding like a pretty interesting game. So careful for spoilers, guys. We're going to talk about the actual leak now because it's interesting. It's coming from 4chan. The same places that had the Avengers Endgame leak, Infinity War leak, Game of Thrones Season 7 leak, Terminator Dark Fate, and so much more. So let's go over it. Miss Kamala Khan has to reunite the Avengers one by one, which we already know is true from the trailers. We kept hearing a voice. It's officially been revealed. Although Square Enix has been very sneaky for some reason, still not showing as much, even though it comes out in October. AIM and the Kree are the main villain factions, which your boy WarStew said back over 6 months ago. All you got to do is check back on my Marvel Avengers videos, and then you can see, yo, WarStew, you were right. So, MODOK is the mastermind behind everything, which is interesting because he's in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. He's literally in every video game. He's becoming a rolling meme with the Marvel Avengers universe when it comes to video games because it's like he's in every single game. Also, MODOK is rumored to be the actual villain of the next Avengers movie, which is pretty interesting in a way. I would like to see him in the MCU at some point. So it could be cool if they could tangibly put the two together. That would be pretty darn nice. Using the Tarragon Crystal, Explosion Helicara during A-Day to transform citizens into Inhumans, capturing them in the AIM-controlled city, then attempting to make super soldier army for both AIM and the Kree. Now we know there is some kind of attack. I'm not going to say what I want to say because YouTube won't allow. We know there's some kind of attack in the A-Day trailer, which is very interesting because this doesn't line up. But it could be the case that someone wants you to think this is real, so they're going to post it like it's real. Marvel's Spider-Man shares the same universe, but this game acts as a prequel Oscorp scene during NYC mission. Now, do I believe this? I don't believe this because, yeah, I guess it will share the same universe, but Marvel Spider-Man, when it comes to PS4, is exclusive to the PlayStation 4, okay? They don't own the rights, as Sony owns the movie rights to Spider-Man, but Disney essentially has given Spider-Man to Sony Interactive Entertainment. Maybe this is a deal with keeping Spider-Man in the MCU, I don't know. So I do agree it would be in the same universe, but I'm not expecting to see PS4 Spider-Man anywhere. Now, Hawkeye is a running mercenary whom Black Widow investigates but escapes due to Kamala Khan's interference, not seen after, which is interesting because Hawkeye is officially revealed to be in the game, I think. Hank Pym never wears a costume in story. Apparently he hurt himself in a testing accident. Scott Lang is mentioned, although I don't know if these are confirmed to be in the game. I've not been looking at every single leak. I just do ones that look more transformative and transparent and look real. Ultron is being worked on currently, a dumb artificial intelligence. Now this is where it gets interesting. Black Panther T'Challa himself is mentioned indirectly at the very end, with talks of Wakanda building its first embassy in New York City, which is cool because every kind of game with Avengers will kind of be based around New York at some point. We know San Francisco seems to be where Miss Kamala Khan is coming from. Captain America is alive and being held in the AIM facility, trying to replicate the superhuman serum, which is very interesting. As we know, the main narrative is Captain America's dead, but he's not dead. So we know there's going to be online play, and you're most likely going to get to play as Captain America in that. So advanced idea mechanics, AIM, seem to be the main villain of this video game, which is very interesting. So it has been revealed in this that potentially AIM is behind everything. That has been teasers throughout every single trailer. MODOK appearing in it yet again. MODOK seems to be absolutely everywhere. But what is AIM? AIM is an organized, brilliant scientist dedicated to the acquisition of power and overthrowing all of government by using technological advances, which is kind of cool because if they are working with the Kree is also an alien space race, I guess you could say. So an alien space race working with a group that is focused around technologies, and MODOK has been teased quite a lot throughout the trailers if you've been carefully looking. So though the leaks are currently unsourced and unconfirmed by anyone, their details correspond with relevant information in previous leaks of the game. So some trophies apparently gone to ground, locate the anthill, New Girl makes good, defeat MODOK and the Kree, thunderous applause, stop the helicopter from crashing into New York City, welcome back old friend, rescue Captain America. Now this video game is currently coming out on the September the 4th, 2020 for the PS4, PC, Xbox One and Google Stadia, which is interesting. So we are getting very close. Like I said, guys, they're going to have to do an open beta or a closed beta for the online play because you can't release an online game without testing it in some capacity. Now, we know the trailers for the games are going to vamp up right before the game come out, but there's going to have to be a playable demo come out at some point. So there is a massive list of what is perceived to be the Marvel Avengers video game trophy list, which does correspond to MODOK being in the game. The trophy indicates MODOK could be a major player in the game's story. Early story trailers indicate that AIM will play a major antagonistic part in this video game, and Miss Kamala Khan steals information from the AIM servers. Not only that, but AIM is hunting down Inhumans like Kamala Khan. In fact, Khan believes the Avengers might have been set up by AIM, and yeah, we believe that. So these trophy lists do insinuate that. And to be fair, the trophies are pretty cool. There are quite a lot. I do like the trophies, but obviously these trailer trophies do correspond to what we've just been over. So I will leave it down below, but the trophies do make it apparent. Like recruit Tony Stark, destroy the AIM arc reactor. That does make sense. Reach the AIM space station. Rescue 100 AIM prisoners. There's just so much AIM traction and talk in this. AIM's got to be in it because it keeps mentioning AIM, and the trophy list does look pretty interesting. So I will leave the links down below. It is all courtesy of Reddit, but it's via boundingintothecomics.com, which is a quite reasonable website which does display a lot of information that was put on different websites. But I do believe this could be true, and we do believe here on the channel that the final trailer will be coming soon because we know they've got to promo it just before the game comes out. Now the roster is looking pretty cool, and we do know that apparently Ultron will be in the game based on this, but he's a stupid AI. I presume maybe there's going to be a DLC. Now because this game is online, it's got so much potential. Now I really hope, because Miss Miss Kamala Khan is in this. I really hope they do something with Brie Larson's variation of Captain Marvel, aka Captain Marvel. So I think that would be cool, and there is going to be a lot of cool. So it seems like Ant-Man's going to be in it, Hawkeye, Black Panther, because obviously the embassy in New York, but that doesn't actually mean that, and obviously because it's a video game like Spider-Man PS4 did, there will be a lot of Easter eggs in these games because Marvel love their Easter eggs. And although this is not made by Marvel, Marvel Video Games, Marvel Gaming is working heavily with Square Enix to make sure this game comes, but it's going to be very interesting to see what free roaming there is in this game. Is it going to be free roaming like Spider-Man PS4 where you can just start jumping around, or is it going to be restricted to one area? So it's going to be very interesting to find out when this open beta is coming, or the playable demo. A lot of people have been talking about the 15th of May, which as of the time of recording this will be tomorrow. So essentially the 15th of May was the original release date for the Marvel Avengers video game. So people seem to think closed beta will be opening or some kind of playable demo will be coming out. Now what happened was Final Fantasy VII Remake, they had a playable demo. I think it came out 2 months before the video came out. So I'm not expecting anything to come as of the time of recording this anytime soon, but closed beta for the online testing is going to have to be tested very soon so they can iron out all the bugs and decode the bugs on a closed beta system. It's generally what happens for online play. They've got to test it before it can come out to the public. So like always guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.